All right, in this video, I'm gonna help you get your vocals perfectly aligned, tight, and phase accurate. Let's dive in. First off, let's give a listen to these really cool Ukrainian kind of pop soul vocals in here. And then I'm gonna go through exactly what plugins I use and how I achieve phase accurate alignment. Check it out. Okay, so first step is to take this in chunks. I like it in sections because the plugins do a lot better when you take them in chunks like this. So I'm gonna simply highlight the lead, hit B, and then I'm going to go down and blade every single chunk of just this line right here. Next step in Pro Tools, and one of the reasons why it's so popular for audio, is the Audio Suite plugins, offline processing. We're going to go to the Synchroarts Vocalign Project 5, and we're going to simply select our guide, which is our lead vocal, highlight it, and hit capture. That's going to capture our lead vocal into the guide here. Next up, we're going to select our double that we want to align to that lead vocal, and we're going to hit capture on the dub. Then simply, I want to be 5 milliseconds to 10 milliseconds. That's how I like it. You can select normal flexibility, whatever flexibility you want. I think normal's great. And then I'm just going to hit render on the output. Now I've gone ahead and I've aligned that vocal perfectly to the lead, but that's not where we stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I'm going to do every single one of these, and I'm going to capture and align to the lead vocal. So capture the dub, render. Capture the dub, render. Now let's listen to this vocal stack, all vocal aligned.
Дівчина підійшла, рученьку подала, бодай же я була.
Sounding pretty great. Now let's solo out these background vocals, and let's really listen to these under a microscope.
Дівчина підійшла.
They sound pretty good, but there's some comb filtering going on in there. So how do I get it to phase accurate? How do I bring that punch back into the mid-range and the focus of the vocal? Well, the next step I'm going to do is go to the Audio Suite plugins, and I'm going to go to Sound Raddix and open up the Auto Align Post 2 plugin. Now, this is typically used in post when you have two microphones on a voiceover actor or an actor with a lav and a boom mic, and you're trying to align the phase of those two microphones. But I find that it works really, really well for doubles and phase alignment to the sample accuracy on doubles and stacks. Check this out. First thing we want to do here is we want to select the vocal lead, Vox lead, as our key input. It's already selected here. Then we're going to go to the arrangement window, and we're going to select what we want to align to that lead vocal. Now, there are two things here. You have dynamic, you have static, or you can turn that off. I find that dynamic works pretty well for most things. And you have a phase type of spectral or polarity, which is just going to flip the polarity on the signal, like hitting the phase button. So I'm going to keep it on dynamic and spectral, and I'm going to hit render. Now what that's going to give you also is a little view here where you could see exactly what it did to align the phase accuracy down to the samples on that vocal. And you can zoom in, you can really see what it's doing here. Pretty cool. Now let's do this with every single vocal here in the stack, and we're going to render, and then I'm going to give you an A/B of before and after we actually used the Auto Align Post 2 plugin. All right, now let's listen. I'm going to undo and redo the Auto Align Post. Here are the vocals, both vocal aligned and auto aligned. Check it out.
Дівчина підійшла, рученьку подала, бодай же я була.
And without the auto align post.
Дівчина підійшла, рученьку подала, бодай же я була. Дівчина підійшла, рученьку подала, бодай же я була.
And that's my process for super accurate phase aligned vocal stacks, doubles, harmonies. All right, did you hear the difference? Let me know in the comments if you can hear the difference, and let me know what you're hearing, because that's the important part. This is my process for aligning vocals professionally, really getting them tight, sample accurate. If you guys like this, definitely drop a like, save it, share the post. Peace.